NBA star. Wait a second. Did you know some of the greatest NBA legends never won a championship? Yeah, it's wild. These are players who dominated courts, broke records, and left fans speechless, yet no ring. Today, we're diving into the stories of 10 NBA icons who came so close but never lifted that trophy. From jaw-dropping dunks to heartbreaking losses, their journeys are packed with lessons and inspiration. So grab a seat. Let's unpack these tailies together. Trust me, you're in for a ride. Ready? Let's tip off with our first legend. First up, the one and only Charles Barkley. The round mound, the rebound. This guy was a force. At just 6'6", he battled giants, snagged rebounds, and threw down dunks that shook arenas. MVP in '93, 11-time All-Star, and a trash-talking legend. But no ring. Why? Bad timing. Barkley's Suns ran into Michael Jordan's Bulls in the '93 Finals. Ouch. That was a wall no one could climb. Still, his grit, his heart, that's what made him unforgettable. No championship, but Barkley's legacy, untouchable. He showed us you don't need a ring to be a king. Pretty inspiring, right? Hold tight, because the next legend story is just as wild. Next up, Karl Malone. The mailman. Why? Because he always delivered. This guy was a scoring machine, 36,928 career points, second only to LeBron. Two-time MVP, 14-time All-Star, and a powerhouse for the Jazz. Malone's pick and roll with John Stockton? Pure magic. So why no ring? Michael Jordan, again. The Bulls crushed Utah's dreams in the '97 and '98 finals. Talk about tough luck. Even joining the Lakers in '03 didn't work, injuries, and a stacked Pistons team stopped him. But Malone's work ethic? Legendary. No championship, but he showed us heart beats any trophy. That's real greatness. Ready for more? The next legend story will blow your mind. All right, let's talk John Stockton, the assist king. This guy redefined point guards. With 15,806 career assists, still an NBA record, he was the brain behind Utah's offense. 10-time All-Star, and that chemistry with Karl Malone, unstoppable. Stockton's sneaky steals and laser passes left defenses dizzy. So why no ring? Yep, you guessed it, Michael Jordan's Bulls. The '97 and '98 finals were heartbreakers for the Jazz. Stockton gave everything, but MJ was just MJ. Even without a championship, Stockton proved greatness isn't just about trophies. It's about precision, loyalty, heart. That's a legacy that lasts. Feeling inspired yet? Hang on, because the next legend's tale is going to hit you hard. Now, let's shine the spotlight on Patrick Ewing, the Knicks' Tower of Power. At 7 feet, this guy was a defensive beast and a scoring machine. 11-time All-Star, and Madison Square Garden roared every time he swatted a shot. Ewing carried New York's hopes for decades, but a ring never came. Why? Tough competition. The '90s were brutal Jordan's Bulls, again, plus Hakeem's Rockets in the '94 finals. So close, yet so far. Even injuries slowed him down late in his career. Still, Ewing's fight, his loyalty to the Knicks, that's legendary. No ring, but he gave a city pride. That's bigger than any trophy. You feeling this? Stay tuned, the next legend story is just as epic. Here comes Elgin Baylor, the original high flyer. Before MJ or Dr. J, Baylor was soaring above the rim. This Lakers legend averaged 27 points a game, pure dominance. 11-time All-Star, and his silky moves changed how the game was played. He was LeBron before LeBron. So why no ring? Heartbreak after heartbreak. Baylor reached 8 finals with the Lakers, but ran into the unstoppable Celtics dynasty every time. Bill Russell's squad was just too much. To top it off, injuries cut his prime short. Still, Baylor's flair, his passion lit up the NBA. No ring, but he paved the way for today's stars. That's true greatness. Ready for more? The next legend's gonna shake things up. Next, it's Allen Iverson, the answer. At just 6 feet, this guy was a giant killer. Lightning-fast crossovers, fearless drives. Iverson dropped 26,000 career points. MVP in 01, 4-time scoring champ, and those cornrows? Iconic. He carried the Sixers to the 01 finals, even stealing a game from Shaq and Kobe's Lakers. Unreal. So, why no ring? Tough odds. Iverson's teams lacked the depth to beat dynasties like the Lakers. Later trades to Denver and Detroit didn't click either. But AI's heart, massive. He played every game like it was his last. No ring, but Iverson taught us to never back down. That's a legacy that shines. Feeling pumped? The next legend story is just as intense. Let's talk Steve Nash, the maestro of the hardwood. This Canadian point guard was a passing wizard dishing dimes like no one else. 2-time MVP, 8-time All-Star, and his 7 seconds or less Suns offense. Revolutionary. Nash racked up over 10,000 assists, making teammates shine. So why no ring? Bad breaks. The mid-2000s were gauntlet. Spurs, Mavs, Lakers all stood in Phoenix's way. Playoff battles were brutal, and injuries didn't help. Still, Nash's hustle, his unselfish play, it changed the game. No championship, but he showed us vision and heart win hearts. That's pure magic. Feeling inspired? Brace yourself. The next legend's journey is gonna hit you right in the feels. Up next, Reggie Miller, the clutch king. This Pacers sharpshooter was a nightmare for defenses. 5-time All-Star, and those icy three-pointers? Deadly. Miller's 8 points in 9 seconds against the Knicks in '95. Pure legend? He dropped over 25,000 career points, mostly with Indy. So, why no ring? Tough era? The '90s and early 2000s meant facing Jordan's Bulls, Shaq's Lakers, and tough Knicks squads. The 2000 finals lost to LA stung deep. Yet Miller's fire, his trash-talking swagger, it lit up arenas. No ring, but he gave us moments we'll never forget. That's a legacy that burns bright. Getting chills yet? Hold on. The next legend story is gonna blow you away. Here's Dominique Wilkins, the human highlight film. This Hawks legend was a dunking machine. Windmills, tomahawks, his slams shook the rafters. 9-time All-Star, 2-time slam dunk champ, and over 26,000 career points. Wilkins was unstoppable, trading blows with MJ in epic duels. So why no ring? Rough luck. The 80s and 90s Hawks faced powerhouses like Bird's Celtics and Jordan's Bulls. Deep playoff runs, but never the finals. Later stints with other teams didn't pan out either. Still, Nique's flair, his relentless drive, it electrified fans. No ring, but he showed us basketball could be art. That's forever. Feeling the vibe? Get ready. Our final legend story is gonna hit different. Closing it out, we've got Chris Paul, the point guard. This guy's a floor general like no other. 12-time All-Star, over 11,000 assists, and a steal-snatching menace. CP3's vision and clutch plays turned teams like the Clippers and Suns into contenders. He even reached the 2021 finals with Phoenix so close. So, why no ring? Brutal competition. From the Warriors dynasty to LeBron's Heat, the West was a war zone. Injuries and bad breaks didn't help either. Still, Paul's leadership, his grind, it's unreal. No ring, but he's proof you can be elite with heart and smarts. That's a legacy that inspires. Wow, what a list, right? Stick around, we're wrapping this up next. What a journey. 10 NBA legends: Barkley, Malone, Stockton, Ewing, Baylor, Iverson, Nash, Miller, Wilkins, and Paul. No rings, but their stories? Pure gold. They gave us dunks that shook arenas, passes that sparked magic, and heart that lit up the game. Winning isn't just a trophy, it's leaving a mark, inspiring us all. These icons prove that. So, who's your favorite ringless legend? Drop their name in the comments, I'm dying to know. And hey, If you love this dive into hoops history, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more NBA stories. Want another list like this? Maybe top clutch moments? Let me know below. Thanks for watching. Fam, catch you in the next one.